Nutnfancy here in my tactical clinic. Today it's not so much the tactical clinic as it is the 22 clinic with my son shooting 22 rifles. This is a great way to spend time together, and it's also a great way to instill confidence in your children and reinforce the safe gun handling practices as you do it. And here we see Junior on the 22. This is a Papoose Model 70 from Marlin, 70 PSS, and he's popping rounds. What we're looking at downrange are some steel plates. These are spinner plates. Sorry if I'm a little bit off. It's really bright out here, so it's hard to see what I'm filming. We've got a paper target about 33 yards downrange there. There's some spinner plates right there. I haven't lased them. They're probably around 20 yards, 17 yards. Some other ones down there too. These are great targets, by the way. Good shot, Junior.
Thanks.
You can see he hit that one right there. They're great targets because they don't pollute. Nice, you hit that small one, dude. Excellent. Most excellent. And they don't pollute the desert, and they give immediate feedback when they've been hit. They're actually my favorite type of 22 targets. Spinner plates. They come in a variety of makers. I think Birchwood Casey makes them, and those are the ones I have there on that big old ant mound. Have some red ones, you can see those red ones in the center of the screen there. But they're great targets, and they give your kid immediate feedback. Notice, I don't like Junior just popping rounds indiscriminately. I want him to connect with every round he fires, and I stress the importance of good breathing and trigger control too. And some of you guys watch this and say, well, when's it too early to start training your children? Heck, it just depends on the kid. I mean, Junior here has been firing ever since age 4. And so it just depends on the kid of when the best time it is to train him. And the maturity of the level. A lot of it will depend on you. Nice. A lot of it depends on what you set as a standard for your child. If you set a standard of safe gun handling, good marksmanship, even at age 4 and above, maybe age 5, 6, it depends, you will find your children will rise to that expectation. However, if you treat guns as a taboo and there's something to be feared and that they're not responsible enough to use, that's not very wise in my opinion. Make sure you get that barrel off the rest there, JR. I'd put that stock right there. You go. That way you're not deflecting your barrel when you're shooting. Make sure you keep your finger off that trigger until you're ready to pop rounds. Only when you're on target are you allowed to put that finger in the trigger guard. And, you know, for the first years, they're going to need instruction like that over and over again until it becomes second nature to them. And then you'll find that they do it on their own. My oldest doesn't need any instruction at all. He's totally able to shoot on his own. If you're not connecting with those plates, by the way, JR, that's because you're jerking that trigger. Nice, easy pull on that trigger. Hold your breath when you do it.
Out.
You out?
Yeah.
If you are, put that safety on first. There you go. Anyways, it'll be a constant reinforcement process in these earlier years. And JR here hasn't shot a lot lately. It's been a while since he's been out on the range, so you know he might be a little bit rusty on some things. And that's what Dad's for. Dad will help reinforce the importance of good marksmanship, trigger control, breathing, and battery of arms. I don't know if you released that bolt yet, bro. Remember on the Papoose, you gotta, there you go. Make sure that safety's on. And I taught him to double check, make sure the cartridge strip, make sure you fully seat a magazine, and every gun's gonna have its own battery of arms, and it'll be a little bit different. And so be patient with your kids as they're being instructed. You'll find they'll get pretty darn good, but you got to be very consistent in your instruction. I might make a video of exactly all the things that I use, and everybody else is different. There's Allie the mountain dog laying in the dirt. All right, dude, connect with some of those plates, yo. Which one you shooting at? Nice. Very good. Now, what that tells me there, JR, if you hit that, again, it's hard for me to see in the viewfinder where he's at because it's so bright out here. Nice. He just hit that smallest plate. There we go. Hit one of those again on that same batch of plates there, bro. Now, if he connects with those plates, that tells me that his breathing and his trigger control are adequate. He's doing a good job with it. Nice. And that's a kind of a hard shot for a little kid to make at the distance. Now, granted, he's at a table, and we'll do some offhand shooting as well. But let your kids get some confidence at the table first before you start making them stand up and do offhand shots. They got to know that, and the battery of arms too. Like on the 70 PSS here, he's got to learn it and make it so it's second nature to him. And then we'll advance it, maybe go for some stand-up shooting, some drills doing that. When I say drills, I mean fun drills. I'm not even talking tactical stuff. Who cares about that stuff? This is just fun shooting and instilling the joy of shooting in your child. And that's what it's all about. We can talk about and drill on the other stuff later on. All right, that's just an intro. Kids and guns, they go together pretty darn well if you have a responsible teacher and if they're taught to be responsible. That's just the way it is. Nutnfancy, we'll do some more here in just a bit. Thanks for watching.